Hey, good evening, Susan. I'll be providing you with the handover report for the neonatal intensive care unit. Are you ready to receive the information?
Yes, of course. What do you have today?
All right. Let's start with bed number 1. We have baby Johnson, a 34-week gestation age preterm infant, admitted for respiratory distress syndrome. Baby Johnson is currently on non-invasive respiratory support with nasal continuous positive airway pressure at 5 cmH2O. The FiO2 is at 30% and the oxygen saturation is stable at 94%. The infant is receiving exogenous surfactant therapy. Please closely monitor the respiratory status and perform regular CPAP adjustments and ensure proper positioning and skin care.
Baby Johnson, 34-week preterm infant with RDS. On nasal CPAP at 5 cmH2O and FiO2 of 30%. Oxygen saturation stable at 94%. Receiving exogenous surfactant therapy. Will monitor respiratory status, make CPAP adjustments, and provide positioning and skin care.
Right. Moving on to bed number 2. We have baby Smith, a term infant born with meconium aspiration syndrome. The infant is intubated and on mechanical ventilation with synchronized intermittent mandatory ventilation mode. The current settings are the rate of 30 breaths per minute, tidal volume of 6 ml per kilogram, and positive end expiratory pressure of 6 cmH2O. The FiO2 is 40% and the oxygen saturation is maintained at 92%. The infant is receiving antibiotics and is being closely monitored for signs of infection. Please perform regular respiratory assessments, ensure proper endotracheal tube positioning, and maintain a sterile environment.
Baby Smith, term infant with MOS. Intubated and on mechanical ventilation with SIMV mode. Settings rate 30 breaths per minute, tidal volume 6 ml/kg, PEEP 6 cmH2O, FiO2 40%. Oxygen saturation at 92%. Receiving antibiotics. Will perform respiratory assessments, ensure endotracheal tube positioning, and maintain sterility.
Alright, last one. In bed number 3, we have baby Thompson, a preterm infant born at 28 weeks gestation. Baby Thompson is receiving total parenteral nutrition and is gradually being introduced to enteral feed. The infant is on a nasogastric tube for feeding and is being monitored closely for adequate intake and tolerance. Please ensure proper positioning during feeding, maintain aseptic technique, and document the intake and output accurately.
Baby Thompson, 28-week preterm infant. Receiving TPN and gradual introduction of enteral feeds through a nasogastric tube. Will ensure proper positioning during feeding, maintain aseptic technique, and document intake and output accurately.
That's it for today's handover report for the NICU. If you have any questions or need further information, please let me know. Have a good day. Susan?
Thank you for the detailed handover, Song. I appreciate it. I will provide excellent care to the neonatal patients in the NICU.